We need to talk about Black Ops 3 because over the last few days, there has been some pretty scary reports about Black Ops 3, specifically the PC version, with regards to the servers being hacked, the servers being hijacked and moved to China, the game appearing as a Trojan virus in people's antivirus software. There has been a lot of scary news about Black Ops 3 on PC, but this video is designed to give you the most accurate information about what exactly is going on, where all of this news originated from, and if the game is still safe to play or not. Now, all of this discussion started a few days ago, but I refrained from making a video talking about this until I had either an official statement from Activision themselves or an official statement from one of the only trusted community members that knows Black Ops 3 on PC better than anyone else, and that is Sirius, who's created the T7 patch, a piece of software that makes playing Black Ops 3 on PC completely safe, making it so that no one can connect to you unless you are both running the same T7 patch network password. With reports of game servers being hijacked, I had to get a clear answer before making any claims as serious as that, and thankfully we finally have a clear answer on what is going on. But the short version is the servers haven't been hijacked, they haven't been moved to China, nothing has changed with the PC matchmaking servers whatsoever. However, if you want to stay completely safe when playing this game on PC, then you must run the T7 patch or the boy client. Starting a few weeks ago, players on PC, specifically in parts of North America, were having issues on Black Ops 3 where they couldn't join their friends' lobbies or find any games in matchmaking. This led some people to assume that the matchmaking servers for Black Ops 3 were completely broken, which is a completely fair assumption based on the fact that just days prior, the matchmaking was completely fine. A lot of discussions on this topic started happening on X a few days ago, and so I thought I needed to test this for myself to see if the matchmaking really was broken. Now, it is no secret that the Black Ops 3 PC servers aren't entirely safe. There will be games where you'll come across hackers that can kick you and boot you out the game, and so for content creators like myself, it's not actually safe to go on these servers online. So I got my good friend to boot up the PC version and test the matchmaking to see if it really was broken. And lo and behold, he could get into multiplayer public matches absolutely fine. So maybe it was just the zombies matchmaking that was broken. So he went ahead and searched for some public matches for Shadows of Evil and the Giant, and he managed to get into actual public games on PC with actual real people very, very easily. So it turns out the matchmaking is actually fine. So maybe it wasn't an issue with matchmaking for Europe, but maybe an issue for matchmaking in North America. So players started to investigate and realize that there were indeed some connection issues where they weren't able to join people's lobbies or matchmake, but it was strange because it wasn't solely everyone in North America, it was just certain players. So it started to become a pretty weird issue that didn't really make a lot of sense. But then there was mass hysteria, where there was a post on Reddit where a user had their antivirus software Malwarebytes flag the Black Ops 3 EXE as a virus, revealing an IP address that Black Ops 3 was linked to, which was an IP address for a data center in China. Now, this was something that only a few people with Malwarebytes had experienced at some point over the last few years with Black Ops 3. It wasn't something that happened every time, and it wasn't something that everyone got. Nor was it something that every PC player that has some sort of antivirus software had a similar message pop up. It was only those with Malwarebytes. So this pop-up was definitely strange, and people were within their rights to be a little bit worried about this because this didn't seem to be normal. But as soon as people saw Malwarebytes flagging Black Ops 3 as a Trojan virus with an IP address linking to a Chinese data center, the panic started spreading throughout the community, assuming that the game servers had been hijacked, moved to China, and that was why the matchmaking wasn't working for some players. But this is apparently completely false. Now, like I said, I didn't want to report on this until I had official information either from Activision directly or Sirius, who created the T7 patch, who for years has been working tirelessly to make the game a safe game for everyone to enjoy, and arguably knows more about the current security status of the game better than most Treyarch developers or Activision themselves. Now, it's only very recently that Sirius actually fully retired from the modding scene, making the T7 patch open source for anyone that wants to continue to support and update it with more security. So I, for one, am extremely grateful that Sirius has returned to update the community. Otherwise, we could have been left in the dark about this for a little while longer. And it's literally the community's saving grace for PC Black Ops 3 still being safe. So put some love hearts in the comments for Sirius. Now, this update from Sirius came via a YouTube community tab post. So I'm going to link it down below in the description after this video. Go ahead and just leave a love heart comment replying, thanking him for this update. He starts off by saying that the T7 patch he created is still safe, and that as long as you put a network password on that patch, you will always be safe. He doesn't need to constantly update the patch, and he doesn't need people to ask him if the game is still safe to play every 10 minutes, as the T7 patch is designed to stop anyone connecting to you that isn't a friend who knows your network password, and the T7 patch will work forever. Now, when it comes to the servers for Black Ops 3 on PC, these have not been hijacked, they have not been moved to China or anything stupid like this. So all these rumors about the game servers being hijacked and being moved to China is false. All the PC dedicated servers are hosted on a website called gameservers.com, and as far as the antivirus flagging the game as a trojan with an IP address linking to China, this is simply the antivirus mistakenly flagging the game as a false positive. It's a complete false alarm, and if this was the case, surely every single PC's antivirus would flag the game for the same thing, but it hasn't. It's only malware bytes, and it's only to a few number of players. It's not everyone, and so with this, you don't have anything to worry about. And this isn't linked whatsoever to the matchmaking issues and lobby join issues that some players are having, where Sirius thinks this is likely an internet service provider issue, specifically with bad NAT traversal policies, and has nothing to do with Treyarch or Activision. He then clarifies and spells it out in plain English before people start making things up or misinterpreting what he's saying, so you can see it on screen in plain text. Yes, people can do dangerous things on the game. They always have been able to do this. Literally nothing has changed. The amount of people who are able to do this is extremely small, and they do not care about you. No, there is not some grand conspiracy going on with China and Activision. Use the T7 patch with the network password for peace of mind. And using the boy client to play privately is fine too. He's also broken down the exact state of Black Ops 3 currently on PC unfiltered, mentioning that there are 2 potential exploits that nobody is using in the wild yet. He also reiterates that the Steam Workshop allows mod and map creators to modify your files or install DLLs as they please. So please do your due diligence when installing maps and mods to make sure that they're trusted. He finalizes it by reiterating again what you can do to deal with the security and safety issues of Black Ops 3 on PC, and it's simply 2 options. Use the T7 patch with network password and don't play untrusted maps and mods, or use the safe boy client. He ends it by saying this is the last time he's going to talk about Black Ops 3. Whatever happens from this point is up to us. But to round up everything that Sirius has said, the servers have not been hacked, they have not been moved to China, nothing has changed. The issues with connecting to private matches with your friends and public matchmaking could be down to an issue with certain ISPs in America, but there could also be an even more technical reason on why some people are having issues right now, but none of that is linked at all to the idea that the servers were hijacked and moved to China. Nothing has changed to the game in terms of updates, because the last update was actually back in February 2023, where Treyarch deployed a serious fix to the Steam version of the game to fix the remote code execution. As it stands right now, to play public matchmaking of multiplayer and zombies on PC, there are still security issues and you are putting yourself at potential risk. But that has always been the case and nothing has changed in regards to that. But in order to keep yourself safe, running the T7 patch with the network password enabled is the safest way for you to play the game and solo, and to play with friends online in private match. No one should be targeted or blamed for this rumor spiraling to the levels that it has, because at the end of the day, people really care about the integrity of Black Ops 3 and want to keep people safe. But like I said in the beginning, I didn't want to talk about this at all until we had some concrete evidence to clear up this rumor. So hopefully that's cleared everything up for you. You feel a bit more safer now with the game, and we can just go back to enjoying the game safely using the tools that the community have created, which is the T7 patch as well as the boy client, and I have links for them down below in this video's description. Again, Sirius's YouTube community tab post will be linked there, so go and click that, show him some love and thank him for this update and for all his work on the patch.